Your teachers and parents all lie to you about the milk, cheese, and ice cream you eat. I stopped drinking milk when I found out the truth. To learn more, go to petakids.org. I stopped drinking milk when I found out what really happens. I didn't know before that the babies were taken away from the mothers so that humans could steal that milk. I've seen hundreds of these types of videos. This looks like it's just a small farm, but I've seen it being done around the world everywhere, on factory farms, where thousands of animals are treated this way, like objects, like commodities. Cows need to be pregnant in order to give milk. That milk is meant for her baby. Can you imagine if we did this in society to humans? Took away their babies, pinned them down, and stole their milk? If aliens came here and did that to us and simply said, well, we're smarter than you, we're bigger than you, we're at the top of the food chain, so we have a right to pin down your mothers, to rape them to begin with and force them to be pregnant, and then to take their babies. If this is a baby boy, because he'll never be able to give milk, he will likely have his throat slit and he will be eaten. He's just a baby. This is wrong. We all know it's wrong to take babies from their mothers. How can anyone look at this and say that animals don't feel? How can you not see the anguish of this mother? She so desperately wants to get to her baby, but there's a metal wire in between. It hurts her every time she comes closer. And then this woman is pushing this mother away. How, in the eyes of God, is this okay? If you live near a store, you can choose any of the plant milks that are there. There are so many other options. There's no excuse for animal abuse. There's no excuse for any of this. And we can all stop it by becoming vegan.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how.
Hey you! I'm so proud of you right now. You're trying hard to be vegan. That is just so great. You know, you're on the right side of history. When people look back at the people from this year and what they did or didn't do, you will be one of the ones that will be looked upon as somebody who cared and who was smart enough and brave enough to take the right steps. So, good on you. Now you're asking about vegan foods. Now remember, I'm an ethics teacher. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a cook. However, I know what healthy vegan foods are. The best thing that you can do is eat whole foods. See, right now I'm eating a ton of blueberries. And at lunch I had some kale and some cabbage. Eat whole foods as much as you can. But really you can go to lots of different sites. Just Google healthy vegan recipes. Or Google, what do vegan athletes eat? And you'll find your way.
Being vegan doesn't mean that you just do your best not to eat, wear, or use animals. Being vegan also means you bravely speak out to defend them. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food.
Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You say you're gonna be vegan, which is amazing. Except, sweetie, I don't think you really understand what being vegan is all about. You can't eat cheese if you want to be vegan, because cheese comes from a cycle of violence that's the dairy industry, where they steal the baby boy cows from their mothers and they kill them so that humans can drink the milk. And the reason they kill them is because they're considered to be useless. Imagine that. It's terrible, isn't it? So no milk from cows. You can drink all the other milk, like soy milk, oat milk, all that. And we also don't eat eggs. And the reason we don't eat eggs is because the baby boy chicks are macerated. That means they're cut up into 1,000,000 pieces at just 1 day old, because they're also considered to be useless. So it's pretty terrible what we do to animals. That's why vegans don't eat eggs, they don't drink milk, and they don't eat animals. But I'm happy you're on the way to becoming vegan, so stick on course, stay on course, whatever.
La 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 la. Oh my god, it's vegan lasagna. La 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 la. Oh my god, it's vegan lasagna.
Bella, Bella, I really love you. I'll never eat your friends or anyone who goes poo. Bella, Bella, I really love you. Yes, I really, really do. Ooh.
Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You're actually asking a question. Do you want to know if I feed Bella grass? No, I never feed her grass. I feed her healthy vegan food that's approved by the vet. It looks just like any other dog food. You know, it's kibble, those little kind of brown bits. It comes in a bag. I pour 1 cup of it in the morning, and I give her another cup in the afternoon. She also has a bowl of water on the kitchen floor, just like all other dogs do. She's completely normal. Her pee is normal, her poo is normal, her blood work is normal. Everything about Bella is completely normal. And when she goes outside, just like other dogs, occasionally she finds certain types of blades of grass that seem to interest her. I don't know if she likes the way they taste, but it's not always. And other dogs do it at the same time as her. So that's it.
Bella vegan dog, I really love you. I'll never eat your friends or anyone who goes poo. Bella vegan dog, I really love you. Yes, I really, really do. Ooh. Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Jump into your new life, it's the only way. Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Welcome to heaven on earth. Happy Vegan Declaration Day.
Reading comments today, and here's what you say. You're asking if I accidentally became vegan. Well, first of all, remember that everyone is born vegan. When they're born, they drink their mother's milk, which belongs to them. It is given freely by their mother, and so they are naturally vegan because they don't want to hurt animals. When you're born and you're a little child, you always want to have stuffed toys to play with that look like animals. Most people have animal pictures all around their houses when they're little, and they also have clothing like pajamas with bunnies on them or whatever. So you're born vegan, you never wanted to hurt animals. Now later on, unfortunately, you start to eat animals because your parents don't know better and they start shoving the dead bodies down your throat. But that's not your fault. Later on, when you discover what happens, like I did, to the animals, I decided to stop hurting them.
Happy vegan, happy vegan, happy vegan Declaration Day. Go to howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it again. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com.
You decided to become vegan. That's amazing. So I'm going to sing you the Happy Vegan Declaration Day song. You ready? If anybody has a ukulele, go and grab it. We only play 3 chords, the C, the G, and F. Here we go. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Whether you've been vegan for a lifetime or just a minute, welcome to the club. We're so glad you're in it. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Everywhere around the world, animals are lining up to thank you for your compassion and for allowing your heart to open up. Thank you on behalf of the animals.
Be fucking vegan.
Be like Joe
Be
Bartolozzi.
fucking vegan.
Tap into your empathy.
Be fucking vegan.
Come on
Sounds like a plan.
The egg industry is just a cycle of misery. They lie to you endlessly. Don't buy eggs, walk away. Go to egg-truth.com today. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Eating eggs is so last century, nobody needs to, so here's what you do. Mash tofu, green onions, and celery in a pan. Add black salt, turmeric, and spices, yes you can. Mix in some vegan mayo, mix in some vegan mayo. Now mix in a salty pickle, yeah, that's the way to go. Oh, ooh. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, 'cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, 'cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too.
Reading comments today, and here's what you say. You think that we shouldn't be drinking water, because you think it's a fish's home. Well, let me remind you that veganism isn't about perfection. It's simply about doing the least harm. That's why we don't eat the fish directly. But vegans, like everyone else, have a right to live in society, and water, of course, is an essential thing. Eating meat is not essential. Eating eggs is not essential. And drinking milk from a cow or eating cheese is not essential. So we try 3 times a day to not hurt all of those animals. Water is of course essential, so everybody is allowed to drink it, including vegans. Now, are vegans perfect? Of course not. I mean, there are certain things that have some animals' products in them, and we'd rather not use them, but we need to function just like everybody else. So we're striving towards a vegan world, and we'd love to have your help.
Animals are innocent, like children. They need protection. Save them now, save them now.
It is the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics that an appropriately planned vegan diet is healthful for all stages of life, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, adolescence, older adulthood, and for athletes.
You can be vegan.
Plant-based diets are more environmentally sustainable than diets rich in animal products because they use fewer natural resources. If you care about the future of the planet and keeping it livable for future generations, it's time to stop consuming meat, dairy, and eggs.
You can be vegan.
People all around the world are vegan. You don't need to eat meat, dairy, or eggs. Vegan foods are not more expensive. You can buy veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds in bulk. You can live a long, happy, healthy life without being cruel. So why pay for murder if you don't have to?
You can be vegan. Thank you for listening to this melody. Now you know you can be vegan. You'll feel great, you will see. Thank you for listening to this song. If you liked it, click the like button and sing along.
Hey you! I'm so proud of you right now. You're trying hard to be vegan. That is just so great. You know, you're on the right side of history. When people look back at the people from this year and what they did or didn't do, you will be one of the ones that will be looked upon as somebody who cared and who was smart enough and brave enough to take the right steps. So, good on you. Now you're asking about vegan foods. Now remember, I'm an ethics teacher. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a cook. However, I know what healthy vegan foods are. The best thing that you can do is eat whole foods. See, right now I'm eating a ton of blueberries. And at lunch I had some kale and some cabbage. Eat whole foods as much as you can. But really you can go to lots of different sites. Just Google healthy vegan recipes. Or Google, what do vegan athletes eat? And you'll find your way.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's